Welcome. Ever stop to think about the things you use every day? The umbrella you grab when it rains, the wheelbarrow that helps in the garden, even that trusty bottle of brandy or whiskey after a long day. What if I told you they all share something in common? They were all born from the ingenuity of ancient Chinese inventors. Many of the very items and processes that make modern life tick came from ancient China. Today we're diving deep into the past to uncover inventions that are still used in our everyday lives. Are you ready to take a journey? Let's go now. First, alcohol. Let's start with something that many of us keep in our liquor cabinets, brandy and whiskey. While distillation wasn't exclusively Chinese, the process of refining alcoholic beverages goes back thousands of years in China. Archaeology reveals the Chinese were among the first to experiment with alcohol fermentation. So next time you take a sip, raise your glass to ancient Chinese brewers. Next, the bristle toothbrush. Do you like that fresh feeling after brushing your teeth? You can thank the Chinese for that too. The first toothbrush in the Tang dynasty used stiff hog hairs to create an effective cleaning tool. Although today's toothbrushes are more refined, the idea of using bristles to clean your teeth came straight out of ancient China. Paper money. It's hard to imagine a world without paper money. Pulling out a crisp bill from your wallet seems so ordinary. But in the 9th century, the Chinese were the first to transition from metal coins to paper currency. It started as exchange certificates used by merchants. A century later, paper money was being used as a medium of exchange backed by deposited cash coinage. This leap revolutionized global economies, allowing trade to flourish across long distances. This invention set the stage for the financial systems we rely on today. The umbrella. Do you know your shield from the rain and the scorching sun was born from the ingenuity of ancient Chinese artisans? The umbrella, as we know it today, was invented over 2,000 years ago during the Han Dynasty. Back then, it was made of bamboo and oiled paper, keeping its users dry during monsoon seasons. While it's evolved into sleeker designs with synthetic fabrics today, the umbrella's core concept remains the same. The ship rudder. The Chinese weren't just inventors, they were navigators of the open seas. The rudder was invented in the Han Dynasty in the 1st century AD, enabling ships to steer without using oars. This simple yet ingenious invention changed maritime history. About 1,000 years later after its invention, the rudder reached Europe, probably through Arab traders. This invention allowed Columbus and other explorers to sail across oceans with more precision and control. Its design is still in use today on ships around the globe. The wheelbarrow. See that humble wheelbarrow you see at construction sites or use in your garden? It's another Chinese invention. Dating back to the 1st century BC, the wheelbarrow was created to transport goods easily across long distances. Its ability to carry heavy loads with minimal effort transformed agriculture and construction. The wheelbarrow remains an essential tool today. The stirrup. Horseback riding as we know it wouldn't exist without a small yet game-changing invention. Ancient horsemen had to let their legs dangle as they rode. The stirrup changed that. A Han Dynasty inventor made things a lot easier by making cast iron or bronze devices that a rider could slip his foot into. The stirrup provided stability for riders, allowing riders to control horses better. From medieval soldiers to modern-day equestrians, the stirrup has become a permanent fixture in horsemanship. Suspension bridges. You might think of suspension bridges as modern marvels, but the concept goes back to ancient China. The Han Dynasty in 90 AD saw the development of the suspension bridge, a flat roadway of wooden planks suspended from cables. This construction probably evolved from earlier simple rope bridges. This made it easier for travelers and traders to cross treacherous landscapes. Today, suspension bridges stand as icons of architecture, making transportation easier worldwide. Metallurgy, the blast furnace. If you've ever wondered how humans started mass-producing metal, look no further than the blast furnace. Invented in ancient China, the blast furnace allowed for the large-scale production of cast iron, which was crucial for weaponry, tools, and construction. The Chinese bellows had air enhancing the furnace fire continuously. This enabled blast furnaces to reach temperatures hot enough to melt iron into a liquid state. The ancient Chinese were able to cast multi-ton iron objects. It was not until the mid-1700s in Europe that such feats of metallurgy were achieved there. This invention changed industries and paved the way for the modern steel factories of today. Deep drilling. Finally, ancient China invented deep drilling, which revolutionized how we extract resources from the earth. In the search for salt, Chinese salt miners were drilling wells as early as the 1st century BC. They developed a technology for driving bamboo poles deep into the earth. They were the first to build derricks and use cast iron drill bits to dig holes as deep as 4,800 feet into the earth from below with tubes. This drilling often tapped into reservoirs of natural gas, in addition to brine. Their techniques were the foundation of modern-day oil drilling, which fuels industries around the world. Ancient inventions continue to shape our world in everyday ways we often overlook. These innovations were born from creativity, necessity, and brilliance. Their legacy lives on every time we use them. So the next time you sip whiskey, carry an umbrella or use paper money. Take a moment to appreciate the history behind these everyday items. Join us again for more deep dives into ancient history. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell to get updates.